Okay, so I'll just continue as Esther. It will ask me. So confirm if you want to sign into LinkedIn as Esther. I'll say yes. All right. So he's signing me in. That's all we know. Okay, an error came up. So since I'm having an error, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sign up with Google. So the page is coming up. So let's give it some time.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay, so I was saying I'm going to sign up with Google. So I'm going to pick an account. I'll pick this last account. And I will try to sign up with the account. So I'm picking that account. So I believe you can see my screen. If you can see my screen, just put it in the chat box that you can see my screen while this is loading. Okay, somebody is raising up his hand. So I'm thinking network is a bit slow, but it's trying to move. So let's give it some time. While this is going on, let me ask, how many of us have opened our accounts on LinkedIn? Oh, how many of us have opened our account on LinkedIn? Kindly indicate. I've opened my account. Just put it on the chat box, not to raise up your hand. Put it on the chat box, please, so that I can get you. Okay, so go to your feed. All right. So it's asking to sign up. Yes, continue as Esther. So it says I should create a password. So I can quickly create a password. I won't tell you the password because all of you are online now. So I'll create a password for that. And doing a verification check. So mostly it's advised that the first time you are trying to open your account, you might encounter issues if you are using a phone. So if you are nearby a laptop, try to use a laptop. Okay, so let's verify. Yes. So it says pick the image that is in the correct way. So only this one is in the correct way. So we've done that. Let's see what it brings up. So it says verification complete. You have proven. So this is just like a security check that you are a human. Continue your action. So we could continue right now, right? So since this is the first time I'm signing in, it takes some time. And as I was saying before, endeavor you use a laptop on your first time signing. That will make life a little bit easier for you. Okay. All right. So some of you have, okay, good. I see Jesu told me and Dorcas have opened theirs. I know Sylvia has done hers too. So that's fine. So the major thing is to build it up. So he said Nigeria district, I would say Port Harcourt. Right. So we'll move on to the next. Setting up of profile. So for those of you that have done your profile setup using the phone, are you able to do all this same verification, just like we're doing on the laptop? Indicate in the chat box, let me know at this time. So this is the onboarding session. Is setting up the profile location. We have chosen Nigeria and Port Harcourt, River State. So it's going to pick up that location as a unique location for the person on the account, right? So while we do that, while that is coming up, let's take a look at the elements that we are going to have, all right, when this finally come up, which is your CV. The next thing is your CV, okay? So for those of you that have submitted CV, we've done some work on it, but like I said, you can't have a LinkedIn account without having a good CV. Everything boils from the CV. So we are going to put this CV and we are going to impute it into your LinkedIn. So it's asking your most recent job. I will just come to this LinkedIn and I'll say fashion designer, Control C. I'll come over here and I'll paste. So you see, fashion designer, yes. Employment type, full-time. Most recent company, I'll come here and copy the company. Dapa looks, let's leave the state. We already know that we're in River State, Control C. I'll come here and paste Control V and say continue. Industries, asking for the industry, fashion. So fashion should have, what industry is that? I think fashion is an industry. Let's check to be sure. Let me just choose fine arts. I will say continue. You can see it's already telling me there are 1 million plus communities of fine artists. Are you looking for a job? So if you are looking for a job, you set the preference. I'll say not now. You say, is this your recovery email? So I'll say skip. Skip. All right. So it's now showing me that these are people that are fashion designers that are already on LinkedIn. So depending on the preference you choose, it's going to show you people in your locale and also that are doing the same thing like you are doing. You can see in this case, you can see fashion designers. You can see different fashion designers. All right. If I know anyone, I can click, or at this point, I can just say skip. So it said, read what is happening. Send me a link instead. So let's go. Let's see what's happening. So this is how the onboarding session goes. It can be painstaking, but just take your time to go through it. All right? Because this is the first time you can have it this way. But as you go along, you discover that after now, you don't have to do all this lengthy thing. So we're almost set now. Once you see this logo, we're almost there. So voila, we're here. All right. So you can see Esther Jagbe, you can see fashion designer at Dapper Looks. This is what is going to show on first instance. Okay. So it is from this point right now that we'll now start to add different things. So you have home. So you can click on home, where you see what is happening on LinkedIn. You have share photo, you can share video, you can share events, you can start an article, you can grow your network. Okay, so let's go to discover more and see what we have there under discover more. So at this point, you see that we have connection, contacts, people I follow, group, events, page, hashtag. So let's go to contact. Click on contact. So you say you don't have any contact, add more contact, export more contact, manage synced contact. So you can sync your contacts. So let's go to sync. How do you sync? People that you've known before, that you've interacted with, that are on LinkedIn, through your email, you can just put your email and press continue. Once you do that, LinkedIn will send notification to all the people that you have related with via your email to notify them that you are now on LinkedIn and they can be your first point of contact. So it's asking, do you want to allow LinkedIn to edit and do all? You say yes, because it's a safe app. So there you go. It's going to send a notification to all your contacts. You can see it has brought up my name automatically. Dragnet, WFI. I don't know who this is, head of English language. Let us just say, okay, this for now. All right. So add for contact, yes. Then these are some of the emails that Esther has related with in time past. Here we can say skip. So you see 4 invites sent automatically. So all those 4 people are going to get notification, and that is how you can start growing your contacts. So I put done for now. We can leave that to be for now. Then see what we have in my network. So it's loading. So as I'm going along, if you have any question, please use the chat box, drop your questions so that after now we can just look at your questions together. All right. So this is still loading. Network 2 is a little bit Crappy. So here we are. So let's go to the deal of the day. I've clicked on the name, Esther Ajagbe, and what I want to do now is I want to build this profile. I want to build this profile. You can see there's nothing much here now. It's just showing experience on the dapper logo. Everything is 0, 0, 0. So let's start by working. So you will see here this pen, just by the name. You click on it. So it asks name, first name, additional name. Then it asks for position. Education. Education is not there. So from here, I'll add education. So school is, I'll come to the CV. I can just pick from here. So Nasarawa State University, Control C. This is where your CV comes handy. Control V. All right. So I've added that degree. You just go back, English and Literature Studies, Control C. No, paste it there. Field of study. I'll just put English again. Date started, September. Let's see if it's on the CV. 2010 to 2015. So September 2010 to December 2015. Grade. So upper. Then remember that thing we did with your project where I asked you guys to summarize your project in 3 sentences. So this is where you are going to put that in. All right. So you are going to put that here under your activities. All right. Let me just put something. It might not be real. So led a group of 15 during the final year projects with topic focused on gender equality. Right? Achieved mass sensitization and education of over 500 female school students. Okay. Over 500 young female school students, something like that. And I can just say, if you have pictures, there's a place you can add media. So you add your media there, but we don't have pictures, so we can close. And I keep going down. So what next? We've added education. There's more education you can add if you have. Location, contact info. Well, let me save this at this point in time. Oh, yes. So let's save. So it's saving. So you see, we are moving on. It says intermediate, great progress, just by adding education. So now you can see on the profile, you can see Dapalos, which is the place she worked. You can see the university, Nasarawa State University. All right. Then you can see the dashboard is already moving forward. The stronger your dashboard is, the easier recruiters will be able to locate you. Don't forget that this is just a way of being more visible to a recruiter. All right. So here now you can see what I'm talking about. Nasarawa State University, the course of study, the year of study, and the project done, captured here. So anybody that's looking at this know that, okay, this person have done something, all right, in that manner. So let's look, what else can we add? So you say add session. So let's look. So what sessions do we have here? Can you see there's intro, there is about, there's feature, background, skill. Let's add a skill. It's not click. Okay, it's loading. All right. So let me say project management as a skill, and I'll say save. So we've added project management. Let's go to more. It says share, save, build a resume. No, we already have a resume. We just want to upload. So let's go to about, summary. Remember your executive summary? You come back to your CV. You can pick your executive summary because we've already worked on that. Pick it the way it is. Control C. Can you see why I'm hammering on your CV the other time? And paste, and I say save. So you can see the bar has moved up. So we're almost in 5-star. So we'll keep moving. All right. So next, let's see another session that we can add. We've featured post link medias. If you have posts, like all the project work that you've done on your different trainings, this is where you can add them. All right, we'll come to that before we go back, but let's keep working on other things. Background. So let's see what we have under background. Background is not coming up. Work experience, education. Very good. So this is where I'm going. Licenses and certification. So watch what I'm going to do here. Very good. So name. For those of you, all the trainings you've done, all those 2 trainings you've done and completed. So let me just pick one. Let me quickly go and pick a certificate. Stay with me. I'll just pick a certificate now that we can use so that we'll see how you can fit in your certificates that you have collected on LinkedIn. So course management, certificates. So let's say advanced Excel, completed. So take for instance, this is, Dorcas is online. So I can use her certificates, although I've not given it to her. So you should be happy, Dorcas. You can see your certificate is online now. So take for instance, I will now pick, this is advanced Excel. I'll go back online. Oh, sorry. I'll go back to that place and I'll say Microsoft Excel. All right. So you have Microsoft Excel Expert, Microsoft Excel. Because you have not done this examination, so you just come here and put advanced Excel and you move. So issuing body, very important. AIGE is on LinkedIn. So author, spell the name well, you will see us. authur-imperium. There we are. So you can see that's the company name. So you click. You can see our name, you can see our logo. So your certificate expire? No. But when was it issued? We'll go back. Here, you come down. This is September, 23rd of September. So you see September 2021. Right? Credential ID. You come back to that certificate. Here is your credential ID. Here is your credential ID. All right, Control C, AIGE 2019-0218. So you come here and you paste that ID here. Then it says credential URL. So you type www.verify.aige.info. Okay, so that's it. After you do that, you save. Once you save and you scroll down, you can see the about that we've added: activity, fashion, education. Now you can see your license, advanced Excel. You can see our company name, authur-imperium Global Energy, AIGE Limited. You can see the issuing date and you can see your certificate number. This is professional. Any HR looking at your work will know that this person knows what he or she is doing, and he has been gone through training and he has been certified by a company of repute like AIGE Limited. All right. So that is how to add all your certificates. So all those certificates that you've completed and you have collected, that is how you are going to capture it on your profile. So you can see just in how many minutes, see what we have done. Okay. So let's see what else we can add. Session. So volunteering experience, also important. For all of you that volunteered with AIGE before, you still come here, you type AIGE. We are world recognized, we are there. Click on it, AIGE Limited, role. Just in training volunteer. All right, training volunteer, course, education. All right, I currently volunteer here. If you are still interning with us, if not, you put the start date. You just put a date, January 2021 to March 2021. So here is where you put your activity, and you can see, say, I raise funds for annual charity of 5K. You can say I helped to coordinate training with high accuracy for 100 trainees in 4 different professionalism. All right, and you say save. that also has been added. By the time you go down, you see it about activity, experience, education, licensing. Now you can see training, volunteer, education, and everything explained added here. Can you see how we are building this profile? So that is how we carry out LinkedIn optimization, guys. All right. That's how we carry out LinkedIn optimization. Add session. So I believe we're done with background. So I can close background. Skills, we've added skills, accomplishments. So if you have any project you've worked on, you put it, your patents, your courses. You can also put your training here because the other place is certification. You can put your training here, honors and award you can add. For those of you that have written international examination like TOEFL or GRE, you can add it here. Languages, how many languages can you speak? I can speak French, Portuguese, you add it here, all right? Then organizations that you've volunteered for or courses that you've volunteered for, you add it. For those of you that have done election agents, you add it, all right? Additional information, you can request for a recommendation. For those of you that have been of good conduct with AIGE, you can request for a recommendation from me. I will gladly recommend you. You say search for person, you can just put my name, Ojuade Shuna Jonathan. But if you are not of good conduct, don't put it. I won't do anything. All right, continue. Please enter a connection. Search for person. What's wrong with this network? Continue. The network is crappy. This is not going, but that's how to do it. Once you put the person's full name, you search. All right. So let me try something again. Recommendation. So yes, let's discard recommendation for now. And we move down, so we add session. So we've looked at all this, then accomplishment. We come down, we've looked at that, recommendation, then supported languages. So if you want to add your profile in French or Portuguese, you can do that by here, coming to supported languages. Say choose a new profile. Can you see French, German, Italy? Maybe you have somebody in French you want to send your CV to. You can do that from here. That is not needed at this point. Okay. So I believe I've gone through all that. You see, looking good. This session is complete. Complete. Features, post. So let me try to post something. Done. So let me see. So let me see how, let's see what we can do here. So write a post. Okay. So you can write a post here. What should you be having on your post? You can talk about your internship experience. You can talk about a period whereby you use your experience to save a situation or money for an organization. You can talk about a period whereby you volunteered. Anything you are posting, ensure that it is related to job. Ensure that it is related to career. Don't come and post, I went to party, mad. You are not to do that. This is a professional scene. Anything you're posting should be something of repute. All right. So take for instance, let me just go look for an image to share. Something nice, something nice. So let me see. I can say, okay, let me pick something on 3D printer. Let me pick something on 3D printer and say, okay. This doesn't look good. Edit. Edit. Let me pick another picture. Just a minute. Photo. Let me pick another one. Let's hope this works. So this is good. All right, done. So I can come here and write, let's allow it load. So it's loading the photo, give it some time. That's why you see this scroll bar moving. Are you guys following? Put it on the chat box. If you're following, if you've learned something, put it on the chat box. What you've learned so far, put it on the chat box. If you have any question, put it on the chat box. I want to be seeing your comments about this point in time. So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that, everybody. So this is taking some time. So you can see while this is loading, it's asking me that where do I want to post this? Anywhere, anyone on LinkedIn, anyone on LinkedIn plus Twitter, connections only. For me, I put it at anyone, anywhere, on and off LinkedIn, anywhere, just shoot it out so that anybody from anywhere can see this thing I want to post. So I'll say anywhere, you know, and I move. So I'll just go and pick it again. That picture is taking so long to load. I don't know, maybe it's my network, right? But that is how we pick a picture. It's not going